Tomorrow night, Steiny.
What?
KD in town.
Yes, sir.
Draymond playing? I want him to.
No, he's not. Why would he play? Now, why would he play?
Because he's a warrior. No pun intended.
Draymond should play, but McCaffrey you're careful about.
If he can go.
Because McCaffrey's more important than Dre? So it doesn't matter if Dre gets hurt? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Dre is not running the ball 20 times through an defensive line.
So basketball, if your guy's hurt, just play it.
No, you're missing my point. He's a dog, junkyard dog.
Right.
If he can go, I think this is one of those games he wants to be out there.
Yeah, I think that this game doesn't mean anything to Draymond Green in terms of whether he's going to come back or not.
I'll tell you what. I know who it means something for, that it means something to Dre.
Who?
Chris Paul. And I know Dre smells and feels that. They all do, I'm sure. And they want to go kick the Suns' ass for CP3. I'm tired of calling him Chris Paul. The CP3 is his name.
So if Draymond comes back, then Chris Paul's got to come off the bench. What? Chris Paul doesn't want Draymond to play.
Well, I forgot about that component.
He wants to be introduced as a starter in Golden State for his home debut.
Can't wait.
It should be a lot of fun. I'll tell you what. I saw something.
Dude, what you see?
We may be seeing. I don't know if I want to put it in the cap or not, but we may be seeing the greatest defensive player of all time.
Man,
in Wembanyama. This guy's going to be a problem.
It's incredible.
What's that? No.
Oh, both.
No, Wembanyama is unbelievable.
Can I tell you, because I was off the grid Friday night, so you guys were going, you, Spadoni and Evan were tweeting about the game, and I couldn't get to the game. Saturday morning, I shook it up, and then I fired that baby up. Steiny, I wasn't there, but that was my 1985. Your 1985. The pleasure that you had watching the NBA preseason game. Not only can he be DPOY, he's introducing something that we're not accustomed to if this keeps up. It's blocking the perimeter, the three-pointers. And also, he can shoot, unlike Giannis. Not dissing Giannis. If a player Kobe got 81. If a player ever was to score 100, my bet is on Wemby. Steiny, that's how special this dude is.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, he's going to be an unbelievable defensive player. I mean, in this, like the way they're playing in the NBA right now, he, to me, has an opportunity to do something that never would have been thought of ever, and that is that the same player could be the greatest perimeter defender in the game and also the greatest rim protector in the game.
Steiny, he don't have cement feet at all. He can move.
Might be the same player. I mean, he stands at the foul line, and he can block a three-pointer and then take one step and get to the rim and block a shot. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And I felt like the Warriors I could read their brains. I told Evan this, that the little bubble up over their head, Steiny, was whatever they were going to do, they needed to know where he was at all times. Mm-hmm. It's just that's I can't. I put Spurs in the DVR. They made the library.
Yeah,
boy.
Uncle Looney on the YouTube chat says Wembanyama needs to get his cardio up. No doubt.
He did say that too, though.
No doubt, and that's why I've been down on Popovich lately. Not that it matters, but.
Now, why are you? Can you explain that a little bit?
Because he hasn't been into it for the last 5 years.
He's into it now.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing he's doing that I really like is he's clearly telling Wembanyama, look, I'm going to play in stretches, but when you play, you have to play as hard as you possibly can, try to impact every single play, and when you get tired, I'll take you out of the game. But he's not letting Wembanyama run up and down the court, getting loose, getting into it, finding his way into it. Nah, he's not doing that at all. He's teaching this kid, it looks like, that he's going to have to play really hard all the time. And if this kid can play hard really hard all the time for 30 minutes on both ends, yowza.
And did you catch Pop? As much material as we run as a station, I didn't know if Pop, after the game, if you guys caught this when the reporter said, you've been re-energized because of Wemby. And he goes, who said that? And he goes, Steve Kerr. And he goes, So what have I been doing the past few years? He goes, I haven't been depressed. You know, I'm not in a dark room. He goes, Steve's an ass. But he was playing. But I'm with you, Steiny. He's got a brand new toy, man.
Yeah, for sure. The guy's going to be good if he can stay healthy.
Man, they play Wednesday night on ESPN. I think it's Dallas. I forget who they play, but I'll be watching.
Matt Stein, Matt Daryle, the Guru Johnson with you. We are at Chase Center. The opener tomorrow night right here, Phoenix at Golden State. Kevin Durant back in town. And
KD.
I'm sure they'll have a tribute to Kevin Durant before the game, and expect nothing more than a standing ovation. Although I got to tell you, I was a little surprised at the Summit. Do you remember? We played that game.
Well, that was a horror. Our Summit crowd's kind of hardcore.
Who's our new friend? Who's the PA announcer here?
Oh yeah, who had his rings on?
Matt Pittman. So I was pretending I was Matt Pittman at the Summit. But I said, pretend this is Chase Center on Tuesday night. How will you react? And I said, starting at forward for the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Durant.
You sound like most.
And there was 3 people that stood up. It was largely muted, and I was thinking, what, are you kidding?
Well, now there's going to be thousands. I think there may be tears, emotion. KD might. I'm just telling you, Steiny, they had something. Steph, his documentary, underrated. For Kevin Durant to be at his, when he broke the three-point record, like, their relationship, they were a lot tighter than a lot of people think. So I'm curious. I'll be checking Thug Tears to see if there's some emotion.
It's been a while, too. That's KD. The other thing. On the one hand, because they haven't played each other,
right?
There's no bitterness anymore, but maybe there's also some, I'll say it, ambivalence.
Now, between Dre and KD,
long gone.
There could be some bitterness, Steiny. Well, they did a podcast. Come on, Goo. Come on.
That's a contrived relationship, as far as I'm concerned. Those are 2 guys that are smart and know how to play the game, and they're tight now. Yeah. So.